Good morning, everybody. The world population is following a rising trend. The demand for food proteins is rising in parallel with this growing population. In this situation, a question I have is, do we have enough sustainable protein sources to feed the growing population? I would like to talk to you about a viable source of plant protein that could be a future protein source. Most of you would have heard of canola. We hear about canola. What that comes to our mind would be canola oil, as many of us would be using that as a cooking oil in our kitchen. Along with high amount of oil content, canola seeds contains around 20% of proteins. However, the current oil extraction technologies involve high temperature operation that alters the protein structure and make them not suitable for human consumption. The solid that is left over after oil extraction is the canola meal, and it contains around 40% of proteins and is a rich protein source. So, what are we doing with this rich protein source? As you may see from the top part of the slide, they hold a good market as a livestock feed. Livestock farming for producing proteins for human consumption also involves the use of many additional resources like land, water, and energy. So, considering the growing population, these animal-based proteins may not be a sustainable option, and that's why we need alternative protein sources like canola. So, what can we do now? If we could develop a technology to separate the canola proteins from the non-protein components in the meal and make them suitable for human food application, we are producing a sustainable protein source that is right for the planet. My research is focusing on developing a cold press technology, a low temperature process to produce oil and meal from canola and on further producing proteins from this meal. Well, you have developed a technology. You need to make sure the technology is technically and economically feasible. In order to ensure that, I'm also doing a techno-economic analysis of the developed technology in my research. I hope my research will take us one step closer in making these alternative proteins available in the market for the growing population. Thank you.